Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Emily, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video, as you can tell from the title, is a testing the Ordinary foundation. It's a serum foundation, and in the next clip I will tell you everything that there is to know about this foundation. So I really hope you enjoy this video. Let's just get on to the foundation testing. Okay, so before I get started, I thought I'd just do a little bit of an explanation as to like where I've been and that kind of thing, because other than the video that I've just uploaded, if you haven't seen that, it's P. Louise base versus like my regular eyeshadow base, just to compare the two and see whether the P. Louise base is worth it, whether the colours pop more, that sort of thing. I didn't really explain in that video where I've been, just because I wasn't quite ready to sit down and talk about that. So most of you will know that I started a job sort of around Christmas time, and within just under 2 months I no longer work there. So currently I'm jobless, and I've not had a job for quite a while now. I feel like it's coming on for a good few weeks, nearly, probably even about a month. But you would have thought I would have been able to film loads of videos and everything during that time, but I just needed a break. I've got some personal stuff going on at the minute, so I'm trying to take some time to spend with a family member. I just wanted to take a break really. I just wasn't prepared to sit down and film a video. I was demotivated, losing my job and the personal issue that I've got. I just didn't feel like filming, didn't feel like doing anything creative, and I was just in a place where I was happy to film my Instagram videos because I didn't have to sit down and talk, and I could just film them and just do what I would do anyway, even if I wasn't filming it. Whereas with YouTube videos, it's much like it's a bigger commitment. You've got to sit down, you've got to feel good enough to be able to talk and just sort of spread positivity, and I was just not ready for that. But I'm pushing myself out of that demotivated. Okay, really sorry if you can hear my parents' TV, that is so loud. That's an issue. But yeah, I'm pushing myself out of this demotivated rut that I was stuck in. I just didn't have the motivation for anything really, whereas I'm back. I've got some new hair, I've got a new piercing that I haven't shown on this channel yet. I'm just pushing myself out of this rut and just starting fresh on YouTube. I don't know. So I'm gonna stop rambling. I've been gone, I'm back, I'm ready for some new content, to do some new challenges and just step my game up a little bit with YouTube, upload a little bit more and just try and have a bit more fun with it. So as you can tell from the title, today's video is a testing the Ordinary foundation. I do want to explain quickly that I did try filming this video before, probably a couple of weeks ago now, and I haven't picked this foundation up since I tried filming the video, just because I wanted it to be an honest, like, kind of first impressions, because I tried filming it before but it didn't really work out, kind of not sort of thing. Basically, when I tried filming this before, I used powder to set the foundation. Oh my gosh, that did not work for me. It started to break, like the foundation just started to separate on my face, and it looked horrible. I know this is a good foundation, like I just know it is. So I thought I'd try it again. So I thought I'd try this foundation again and just see if I can get a good review of this foundation without powder, just because I know that this does not work with powder for me. I saw that Nikki Tutorials, when she did her video with Abby, she did set it with powder, however Abby didn't, and I'm not sure if that's the reason why Abby didn't set it, but Nikki seemed to set it and it worked for her, so maybe it's just my skin type, I'm not sure. But as you can see, we've got a few breakouts over here. I mean, breaking out on my chin, Got some redness and stuff going on my forehead. Got a bit of dryness on my nose, so we're just going to see how this foundation works with the skin that I'm working with at the minute. See if it covers these sort of blemishes nicely, that kind of thing. I'm going to talk a little bit about the foundation itself, and then we can get into prepping the skin and actually applying the foundation. So this is the Ordinary Serum Foundation. You get 30ml in the bottle and it only costs £5.75. I got mine from Cult Beauty. I got mine in the shade 1.1N, which is a neutral shade. So 1.1N is the 4th shade. So I'll just do a little swatch on the back of my hand so you can see what the shade is like. This is what shade 1.1N looks like. Now, on camera, it actually looks like it almost blends in fully. This is probably the best shade match that I've got out of all of my foundations. Like, it's the best shade that I've been able to match myself to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with my brows. I'll do them off camera just so I don't bore you too much, and then we can get into actually prepping the skin and applying the foundation. Then I'll do my base routine and show you what it all looks like once everything's complete. So I look kind of crazy, but I'm going to start by prepping the skin using the Simple Kind Skin Moisturiser. I never use a primer when I'm applying foundation. I always just use a moisturiser just because I find it works the exact same as what a primer would. Recently I've been loving the Peaches and Cream 04 brush for my foundation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test this side using a brush and this side using a beauty blender. So I'm just going to apply some foundation to this side and start out by using my PC04 brush. So that's about a pump of foundation once I've like spread it out, and I'm just going to take my PC04 brush and just start working that into the skin. So this foundation actually claims to be a light coverage foundation. However, I mean, as you can probably tell, it's not quite light coverage. I would say this is like full coverage. Like, it's natural but full. Like, this is my ideal coverage. Now I have put quite a bit on sort of just my cheek. I'm just going to keep patting that out and just blending. Okay, so I don't feel like that's applied too nicely with the brush. I'm just going to put a little bit of foundation on my forehead, and then, I mean, it's not the worst, it just doesn't look as seamless as if I did use, say, a beauty blender. But a little bit does go a long way with this foundation. Just going to zoom you in quite a bit. Hello, hi. So as you can see, it looks quite nice coverage. I just feel like on my nose, for example, it's started to sort of separate almost, and I think maybe it won't do that with a beauty blender, I'm not sure. So let's just zoom you back out again. Okay, so coverage wise, let's just zoom you in again. Coverage wise, I feel like there's a lighter coverage on this side compared to this side. I'm not sure how well that's shown on camera, but I am just going to go over the brush side with my beauty blender just to smooth everything out a little bit more. Just because I feel like I prefer the coverage of the brush. However, with it being sort of a serum, I feel like it's, you see the brush marks more. But colour wise, I mean, it is a pretty good match. It's slightly darker than my skin tone, but I feel like if I went any lighter it'd make me look ghostly, so it is quite a good match for my skin tone. I'm going to go off camera, do my eyes, come back, and that'll probably be like in like half an hour, but I'll do a check-in then in a couple of hours, and then maybe a couple more hours after that, just so you can see how the foundation holds up for like an average day of wearing foundation. It's been about an hour since I applied the foundation. Now you might notice that it's quite dark under my eyes. That's because I used eyeshadow shields to do this makeup look, but black still managed to get through the eyeshadow shields and onto my face, so I tried covering it and it's not going great, but the foundation still looks stunning regardless. Like, it's holding up well so far. I know it's only been an hour, but to say that I've messed about with it, I mean, around my nose area, sort of here, I'm not sure how well you can see, but it is cracking a little bit. I think that's purely because I messed up with the eyeshadow. This sort of eyeshadow look, you should do it before you do your foundation. It's 5 to 4 now, so I'll come back at maybe like 6, half 6ish, show you what the foundation looks like then. I'm sweating quite a bit, and honestly I'm quite an oily skin type and there is no oils coming through yet, even with me sweating like I am. I've got a bright light behind me that it gets so warm and just it heats onto the back of me, which makes me so warm. I've just had heat on my hair, which is making me warm as well. And just, if you film YouTube videos and you have bright lights, you will know that it gets hot and I've got a jumper on. So I'll come back in a couple of hours and show you how the foundation is holding up after like 3 hours or so. So it's been about 5 hours now since I've had the foundation on. It's looking so flawless. As I've said, I've messed around with the foundation a bit from my eye makeup. I've done all sorts with this foundation on, and I know 5 hours isn't that long, but generally foundation's not going to last long. It won't even manage like a few hours without starting to break up and that sort of thing. I genuinely think this would last you like absolute hours. Like, it would last you a full day. I've sweated in this foundation, I've ate in this foundation, I've done everything that you can do when wearing foundation, and it still looks this good. So my advice would obviously be, as I've previously mentioned, not to set it with powder. I mean, you could try it with powder, it might work for you, but for me personally it just didn't work with powder. It made the foundation separate too much and I didn't like that. So I think the foundation looks so much more flawless without setting it with powder. Overall the colour match is so good. Like, this is the only foundation I own that matches my skin tone, like, at all. Like, even like a tiny little bit been off, like, it matches so nicely. My makeup just looks flawless with this foundation. Like, I'm very impressed with this foundation. So overall I would literally give this foundation like, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. The only reason I give it a 9 out of 10 is because of the fact that I can't set it with powder, but besides that I don't look oily, and usually by this point, probably after like 2 hours of wearing my foundation, if I didn't have powder on, I would look greasy and sweaty and a mess. But I don't. I look healthy, I look dewy, my skin looks nice. So yeah, overall I absolutely love this foundation. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more like testing videos, then let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up because it does really help me out, and I will see you in my next video.